is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the upcoming transit of planet Sun, which on January 14th is going to transit to the sign of Capricorn, and it is going to be transiting over here till February 12th. So now friends, this entry of Sun in the Capricorn is celebrated as Makar Sankranti in India. Like in different regions of India, we have a different ritual, different name attached to it. So this is the kind of importance which is attached with this entry of Sun in the Capricorn. And also guys, from astrological point of view as well, this transit becomes very important because if your concerns are to get any favor from the important people, any of the concerns of trying to get into a government job, government contracts, government tenders, any of the concerns of taxes, or any of the concerns of popularity, favors, like you are an artist, you're planning to release your work during a specific time. So how Sun is responding during those days where Sun is transiting also becomes very important. So yes guys, and during this year it is little bit distinctive because once Sun will enter the sign of Capricorn on January 14th, in just next 3 days only, Saturn is going to move to the Aquarius sign, and Venus, which is transiting in the Capricorn sign right now, even on January 22nd, it will also move to the Aquarius sign. Because guys, the influence of Saturn on Sun is never very good. Like the way recently what happened in Brazil, and the way Prince Harry's work is also getting criticized globally. So this is how we can attach that whenever Sun, which is the significator of royalty, of government, it in any way comes in the influence of Saturn, so this is how the government comes under pressure. So yes guys, this was just a basic overview, and now we will shift our discussion to understanding the customized results for all the rising signs. So starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, Sun becomes a very important planet. It has got the rulership of your 5th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So this can be seen as a very good time for all those people, like you are a student, you are applying for a job, or you're applying for a college of your choice, and nothing could be better than that you are already applying for or working hard for a government job. So during this time when Sun, your 5th house lord, is going to be transiting in the 10th house, it can give you that opportunity. Also guys, for like your mental capabilities, being very focused, being very goal driven, people connected with art, entertainment, media, any of the work created by you suddenly getting in the limelight. So regarding all that prospects, this entry of your 5th house lord in the 10th house can be seen as a very good sign. I would say that in any capacity, whatsoever hard work you are doing during this time, possibility is going to be very strong, very high, that you will get the recognition. And if you are lacking any support, any opportunity, that can also materialize in your case, because not only Sun is going to be glorifying the 10th house where it gets the directional strength, but your 10th house lord is also going to be transiting in the 11th house. So this can be seen as a very good transit for the Aries Lagna natives. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Taurus Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, Sun has got the rulership of your 4th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 9th house, which can be seen as a very good sign. Like rather, I would say that any of the travels undertaken by you during this time will prove to be very profitable. Second thing is that guys, I would say that generally this is a kind of a typical yoga, where if people will undertake any of the pilgrimage, any of the religious austerities done by you during this time, will actually prove to be very therapeutic, you know, that degree and sense of fulfillment, happiness. Third thing is that guys, like what I've generally seen is that a lot many people like who are interior decorator, connected or working as an architect, working in the fields of real estate, construction, if any of your deal has been struck for a long span of time, because guys, Sun is not only entering your 9th house, but it is coming out of your 8th house. So that also tells about that in any of the domestic matters, if in the past 1 month you have been facing the heat, you have been facing some sort of criticism, being subjected to misunderstanding, confusion, allegation. So if you have been going through all these kind of situations or scenarios, once Sun will enter your 9th house, things will start working out in your favor. So overall guys, a very uplifting energy can be foreseen for all the Taurus Lagna natives, and nothing could be better than that if you're already engaged professionally in the areas of the 4th house. So then this transit is going to be very fortunate for all of you. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Gemini Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, Sun has got the rulership of your 3rd house, and it is going to be transiting in your 8th house. So guys, one thing is for sure, that during this time, any of the communication, any of the self-expression, any of the moves or any of the initiatives of yours has to be very well calculated. Second thing is that nothing would be better than that if you are already engaged or working as a insurance agent, or you're working in the fields of like immigration or occult subjects, occult fields, then this could be a very beneficial time for you. And like generally guys, what I've seen is that 3rd house, which has to do with our skills. So if you are actually working on the dark side of art, you're working in the fields of psychology, or working in the fields of like where joint resources, underhanded activities, too much of the research, exploration, too much of the pressure is involved. So all those people can do very good when your 3rd house lord is going to be transiting in your 8th house. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Cancer Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, this is going to be very auspicious transit because Sun has got the rulership of your 2nd house, and it is going to be transiting in your 7th house. So definitely guys, 7th house is also connected with the masses, with the public as well. So if you are working in the domain of public service, or you're working as a freelance content creator, you're working and you are strongly connected with the top bureaucracy, top management, so any of the decision taken by you during this time will prove to be very profitable. Second thing is that guys, this could be seen as a very good time to put money in your business expansion. Like for long you have been procrastinating any of the money being spent on branding, advertising, marketing, or some new project acquisition, hiring some new talent. So all that can be considered when your 2nd house lord is going to be strengthened in the 7th house. The only thing is that guys, when we talk about in terms of the directional strength, so Sun kind of find itself little bit weak, because in the original Kalpurush Kundli, Sun goes through debilitation in the 7th house. So I would say that partner's ego could be high, or there could be some power struggle with your partners or within the matrimonial life. But when it comes down to the financial aspect specifically, or commercial gain perspective, this is going to be very favorable transit for all the Cancer Lagna natives. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Leo Lagna natives. So definitely guys, in your case, Sun becomes your ascendant lord. Ascendant lord always has good in store for the native. So in your case, your ascendant lord is going to be transiting in the 6th house, so which is a very good time, very fortune awakening time for all those people who are connected with the fields of health, fitness, service, medical industry, fitness industry. And always guys, like whenever we talk about all the salaried professionals, somehow they all come in the purview of the 6th house only. So the way transit is going to be taking place, not only your ascendant lord is going in the 6th house, but your 6th house lord is also going to be entering your 7th house in next couple of days. So let's say for example, if your ongoing dashas are running favorable, you have got some very good yogas in your chart, and you are very much eligible for promotion, for any performance review, applying for a new role, applying for a new job, any of the performances which has been scheduled during this time. So you will do very good. You will come out as a very competitive contender. So overall guys, like whether you are a freelance person, whether you are primarily operating in the domain of the 6th house, so I would say that all of the hard work done by you will start paving results. Because guys, understand this thing. See, the ultimate outcome always comes only via the permission of the house lord. So house lord is actually entering the 7th house of like popularity, recognition, mass support, and your ascendant lord is going in that house, strengthening it. So again, it's a typical yoga that if you stand a chance for promotion, you have worked hard and you have done your job with complete honesty, integrity, and during this time you are like planning any of the revamp, like asking for a raise, applying for a new job, or working on some new projects. So things will work out in your favor. That can be said via the planetary transit in your case. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Sun has got the rulership over your 12th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 5th house. So definitely guys, even in the original Kal Purush Kundli, Sun has got the rulership over the 5th house. So this is a very benefic, very auspicious transit of Sun in your 5th house. Guys, I always say this thing, luminaries, Sun and a Moon, they never get the dosha of the rulership of the Dushtana Bhava. So this transit of Sun in your 5th house will only bring good news. First of all guys, because 12th house is the house of unconsciousness, and 5th house is the house of our mental faculties. So I'm very much sure a lot many Virgo Lagna natives will be very much receptive and open towards some sort of channeling, like prophetic dreams or intuition, epiphanies, awakening, realization. So just remain very much receptive towards all these sort of communication. Second thing is that guys, like when it comes down to the matters of the living signification of the 5th house, where we talk about love, romance, or the issues of parenting. So do not rely on any of the gossip, or unless and until you're not very sure, do not take any strong decision in the matters of the 5th house. Now this could be your partner, your lover, or this could be you while dealing with your rebellious teenage children. So just try not to be very much kind of in your head while treating with any of the sensitive matters. But guys, the benefit side is that when we talk about any of the work which you are doing in the domain of doing something original, or you are trying to build something right from a very scratch, or even from the student's perspective as well, I'm not seeing any vulnerability. And the good part is that guys, Sun's transit in the 5th house brings lot of charm, limelight, or spotlight in your charisma, in your personality. So if you have to go for any performances, important meetings, so you will be able to impress people with your talent. That can be said with this transit of Sun in your 5th house. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Libra Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see, Sun has got the rulership over your 11th house, and it is going to be transiting to your 4th house. So again guys, this can be seen as a very good transit, because 11th house is the actual house of opportunities, of connections. So it is a kind of a typical yoga where opportunities and prominent people will find you if you are working hard and you are lacking any sort of support, any sort of direction, and you are operating professionally in the matters of the 4th house, like you're working as an architect, interior decorator, designer, graphic designer, realtor. So all those people will definitely get benefited with this entry of Sun in your 4th house. One thing is for sure, that you will be put in a situation where you might have to host lot many parties during this time. So lot many gatherings are going to take place at your home front. So try to remain very much ready for that. And lastly guys, when we talk about political aspiration, any of the businesses or profession where mass media connection is required, royal favors is required, so in all those areas as well, people can get benefited with this entry of Sun in your 4th house. The good part with this transit is that you will actually find that inner drive and motivation to put forth your best efforts. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Sun is a very important planet. It has got the rulership over your 10th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 3rd house. So a very good combination, a very good transit for all those people who are freelance, self-employed, performing artist, or you are working in the fields of sales, media, marketing, travel and tour business, you are a journalist, you are a travel blogger, or I would say guys that if you are like waiting to initiate any of the project and you are just waiting for the right set of sponsorship, support, recognition, and sometimes what happen is that if you are a freelance, self-employed kind of person, you're working very hard and you think that no one is noticing my craft, my hard work is going unnoticed. So trust me, this is a kind of a typical transit where spotlight will come to you and your true authentic talent will get to everyone's notice This is something which sun will ensure when it will transit in your third house. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership over your ninth house, and it is going to be transiting in your second house, which can be seen as a very good yoga, because guys, as you know, ninth house is the most fortunate house in our chart, and second house is the house of our finances. So I would say that like it hardly matters whether you are working in any of the domain where creativity, dealing with the government is involved, lot of travels or teaching is involved, all those people will definitely get benefited. The good part over here is that guys, just try to remain very much respectful towards your father, towards the elderly member of your family, and definitely sunshine will grant you or bestow lot many financial opportunities, lot many important people will come into your life when sun is going to be transiting in your second house. And guys, like the way second house also tells about our speech as well. So if you are in that top management, top leadership role where dealing with and kind of exerting authority and dealing with firmness with people is required, so you will be able to do very good in all those areas as well. So overall guys, a very good news in the matters of your financial income and prosperity. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership over your 8th house. So this is a kind of a typical combination where sunshine is definitely coming to you, and whenever sun is transiting in the first house, that means people are looking at you, like limelight is coming to you. But just guys, because if a planet is ruling any specific house, or it generally carries within it the traits of that house as well, so during this time, even if there is going to be some controversy, some scandal, you will definitely gain out of it. So I would say that do not refrain from putting yourself in any of the risky, threatful, disputed situation, because if your intentions are authentic, you will definitely gain out of it. And yes guys, any of the concerns of, like, if you are connected with the top management and during this time you have to take any important decision, go on some important meetings, any of the important business related travels, if all of that is getting applicable in your case, so you will be able to get the best out of this transit of sun in your first house. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership over your 7th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So one thing is for sure, that during this time your partner's expenses can go very high. Second thing is that like, because your 7th house lord is going in the 12th house, so if your commercial interest are aligned with the foreign land, you will definitely get benefited. Third thing is that guys, I generally say this thing because sun is the significator of recognition, and from the 8th house, 12th house, a lot of the clandestine activities takes place over there. So if in your line of work or in your personality any of those secretive clandestine activities are involved, so you should always avoid that. But specifically when sun is transiting in your 12th house and Saturn is transiting in your first house, try to stay away from all those engagements, because this is a kind of a typical yoga where any of the secretive, clandestine, unethical, unlawful activities get exposed and people get punished. So I just want to give you a very healthy warning over here. And lastly guys, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership over your 6th house, and it is going to be transiting in your 11th house. So definitely guys, even if you will use the concept of Bhavad Bhavam, from the 6th house you will reach the 11th house. So this is a very good time for the performing artist, like you have to write any competitive exam. So during this time, if you will write any exam, chances of getting success in that is going to be very high. Or I would say that in your line of work, in your nature of job, like during this time you have to apply for a new job, or you have to give any important presentation, any of the work related travel, or if you are in that nature of business where every single time you have to acquire new clients, acquire new businesses, acquire new projects, new markets. So this can be a very fortune awakening time when your 6th house lord is going to be transiting in your 11th house. And the good part over here is that guys, this is a kind of a typical yoga that all the hard work you have been doing, the recognition of that can actually come to you if your ongoing dashas are also running favorable. So this is something guys which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming transit of Sun in the Capricorn sign. For further more updates and notifications on the divine signs of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page.